I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining. I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now, you want it, 59. Let's go. Later, 2. Check 26, check 26.
Play action. Now it's Carr. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Express. Get set.
To throw, it's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29. Express. That's right, man. They don't want it.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Right now. General West. Express. Mike is good. Low. I'm trying to collect.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
390. Let's go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 52, 52. I'm coming. Load it. Load it.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. Taking it in. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
50, 80. 89.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Throwing, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Now, 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
Now a play fake. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On first down, Grant. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire on him.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line. Now! 180! Hey, we're good! 180! Switch it, come on, switch it. Chief. Mike 57.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Get down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rush in. 93. Bravo! 22 Jet Bomber. 57 Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's complete to Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Carr. It's caught. Lockett. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
93. 93. 59. Mike 59.
Carr now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Carr. He'll air it out deep. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, New England. Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Left.
Mike, 56. Mike,
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Rivers on first down. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down now, it's Grant. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking to throw on second down. Swift. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw his car. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First down, Rivers. Philip Dorsett holds it in. A big play there just before halftime. 69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Corey Grant saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On third down, Rivers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line. 180. Goose right feet.
Watch the pass.
Kill. Please don't tap it. 180.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
6-18. Express. You got motion. You got motion right there.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Alpha! Check it out, Reed. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. You. I got him.
Rivers now. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Grant. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, that's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point. And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards as they have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
What now? 280. 59. Express. 808.
To throw again. Carr. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Carr now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Check 59.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, shoot. 59.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Grant. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
7:34.
Throwing again. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
On first down, it's Grant. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second and 15 now, Rivers escaping, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Returning is Peppers. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. To throw, it's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They go back to Grant.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
23 yards, the final tally. Carr gonna throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake. Carr. That is caught inside the 5. 25 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. Now Carr. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
Man, the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.